Calls himself the oldest marching band director in Ohio, is retiring at the end of this school year. And Miller covers Percy Hall's last school concert and his retirement party for tonight's Around Town.
An end of an era is approaching at Mansfield Senior High School. 65-year-old Percy Hall is retiring after 41 years as a music teacher.
Oh, I have always said that I'm going to keep teaching until I learn to do it right, and I think I finally figured that that's never going to happen.
He says it's time to start marching to a different beat.
One of my first students, Don Stanley, went to Mansfield State Teachers College in Pennsylvania, and he's retired already. When he sent me a letter last year saying he retired, I thought, gee, maybe it's about time I did.
Hall began his teaching career at Madison in 1952. He has spent the past 35 years in the Mansfield City Schools, teaching children more than just notes and measures.
It's rewarding to work with young people, and no matter what their abilities and talents are, to see them improve.
Percy Hall has been involved in the Mansfield Senior Music Program so long that he has taught children of some of his first students. Marcia Moore is an example of two generations in the band room.
My older brother first had Percy when he first came from Madison, and then I had Percy Hall, and I have a son who's 19, and he played trombone with Percy, and my sophomore, who's at the Lakes today, also is in the band with Percy, and I don't know what we're going to do without him.
Mrs. Moore says it will be difficult to replace Percy Hall.
He always made you feel like you were really the most special person he had in the band. And even if you don't see Percy for 20 or 30 years, he remembers you. He remembers what you played. One of my sons asked him once if he could have some trumpet music, because he had his uncle's trumpet from the late 50s. And he said, "Your uncle, well, he didn't play the trumpet, he played the cornet, didn't he?"
Even though he is retiring from daily teaching chores, Percy Hall said music will always be a part of his life.
I'll still continue to play in the symphony, and I play in a brass quintet, the Mid-Ohio Brass Quintet. I have my own dance orchestra, and I write a lot of music. In fact, I have written much of the music that the orchestras and bands have played, arrangements and original compositions. And a friend of mine has opened up a publishing company, and I just signed 13 contracts for pieces to be published. So I'm going to continue to write, and I will probably visit not only this school, but area schools and say, would you play my pieces?
Reporting around town at Mansfield Senior High School, I'm Ann Miller.
And we thank you, Ann, and best of luck to Percy Hall. Stay tuned. The Evening Journal continues in a moment.